guys, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And we have the very first update for the newly brought back, revamped project now called Make Mistakes, Get Messy, and Pan, which was previously called Are You Afraid of the Pan? That project was created a few years ago. I really wanted to bring it back, revamp it, including the title. I have new prompts. It's a whole thing. And this project came back last month on November 8th. It's going until November 8th of 2026. Like I said, I have all of the old prompts plus some new ones. So we have a total of 34 prompts. And basically, you're just doing as normal. You choose anywhere between 3 to 5 prompts. You work on as many as you can throughout the year, and you set your own goals. So everything is down in the description box if you wanted to check it out. If you wanted to join, just let me know. And let's get into this update. I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on, where I'm at, and what is happening in this update. All right, so for the prompts that I rolled in last month at the intro, they are all of the older prompts. There is a majority of older prompts. I think there was only 11 additional prompts that I created for this new round. So a majority of them, yes, are going to be older. But one of the prompts that I rolled in was Angry Beavers. That is a neutral shade. So I pulled out my amrezy and ABH eyeshadow palette. I have not worked on this for quite a while. The last time I had it pulled out was Pan Those Eyeshadows, I believe, in 2024. And the shade that I was working on in that project was called New Yorker. Now, I was debating between that shade and the one beside it called OG as to which shade I wanted to focus in on, but I decided to move next door and I decided to roll in OG, and I just wanted to create a dip. I didn't want to hit pan, but I wanted to be able to see some progress in the shade before I was able to actually roll the shade out. So once I rolled this palette in, I was going like not crazy because I had, other neutral shades that I was working on. But I really was able to pull in OG, which is right here, and get some good use on her. I did put her down for a little bit and I've been focusing on some other stuff, but today I decided to use this shade as well. And you can see there is a little dip going on in there. I didn't want to use her too much over the last month and end up hitting pan in it. I definitely could have, and it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I wanted to kind of like spread some of what my usage over some other eyeshadows and focus on some other things. So today I have OG paired with Barb. I threw this on the inner corner, no, not the inner corner, the center of the lid. And this just all over very, very quickly. So it's not the best eye look that I've done, even though I've been doing that type of duo look for quite a while now. This one just tended to be a little bit on the messier side because I just was not in a rush, but I didn't really care too much this morning. Tomorrow when I get ready to go to work, I'll be a little bit more precise with my application, but today I didn't really care. So this is going to be rolled out, which is exciting. I'm glad I get to roll that out already. And then the next prompt I rolled in was Pinky and the Brain, something that makes you feel like you can take over the world. So I rolled in 4 mini fragrances. Putting on a good fragrance, a good spray, a good scent always makes me like, just a level up a little bit. Now, the 4 that I had, they are sitting right here. 2 out of the 4 are completely finished. 2 out of the 4 are finished. The other 2, not so much, but I don't know how I feel about them. So let's just chat real quick about the ones that are done. Not that one, this one right here. This is the Lychee shade by Kaoli. There's just a tiny little bit in the bottom. The last time I tried to spray it, nothing really came out of it. So I'm just going to call it done. I didn't mind this one. I liked it, I think, more when I first started using it. And then, I don't know, the last time or 2 that I tried to spray it, it just wasn't the best. Maybe it's because it's towards the bottom of the little bottle. But it was all right. Nothing too special. And then today I sprayed on the Tom Ford Fucking Fabulous. Again, there's just a little bit down there. I might be able to get like one more spray out of it, but I sprayed it a couple times today and that's what I am currently wearing. Again, I don't mind it. I like it. Sometimes at first, like, it's a lot, but once it settles, it's not so like in your face, at least for me. Now we're gonna chat about the other two that I still have in here, and one I have quite a lot of, the other one not so much. They are both by Replica, the Maison whatever. So the first one, On a Date, there's not a lot left in here. I could get a couple more sprays, but I don't think I like this one. And then the other one is Lazy Sunday Morning, which has even more, and I don't like this one either. So I think these two, I don't know. I'm going to keep this prompt in here. I'm going to keep those two in here. I'm going to see if I can work through them somehow, some way over the next few weeks to get them rolled out for next month, because technically the prompt isn't completely finished. Even though I don't like them, I want to find some way to use them. And I think what I want to do is really figure out what it is, like figure out the difference between On a Date and Lazy Sunday Morning, and see like which one is just not for me opposed to the other one. Because I know like when I've sprayed them, I just know I don't like it, but I didn't really pay attention to which one I was spraying. So I really want to actually like pay attention, know what I'm doing, figure out what it is that I don't like about it, and then actually see if once it settles, if there's a difference and I actually don't mind it as much, and if it's just a matter of like the initial spray. So I am going to keep this prompt in here. It will be rolled over next month, but I do have a feeling that I'll be able to either work my way through those last two, or I'm just going to call it done if I just like really can't stand them anymore, and I'm just going to let this prompt roll out next month. Last but not least is aahh Real Monsters, and this was a product that used to scare you, and I have had the Jouer blush palette in here for such a long time, and there's one single highlighter and then there's like 7 blushes, I think, or 6 blushes. This is what the palette looks like. I wanted to use every single shade in here one time. There's definitely like a lot of the lighter tones in here I didn't have an issue with. It was more this side that always kind of terrified me, more so this shade specifically. And as much as I really liked the look of this one also kind of scared me a bit, but because it was more of a pink, it wasn't as terrifying. Now I love them. Like I dipped into this palette so much, like way more than just once per shade. There was a couple times I had paired a few of them together. I actually really, really liked this one, and I think it was the peach. I think it may have been this one actually, this peach shade down here that I dipped into quite a bit. So I'm really like happy that I pulled this into this project and actually finally got some use on it. I did use the highlighter. I think I only used it the one time though. But I really, really enjoyed this. So I'm super happy that I was able to show it the love. It definitely does not scare me anymore, and I'm really happy about that. So that means that I'm rolling out 2 prompts. I get to roll in 2 more. So let's roll together. No, we're not going to update just yet. Okay. So 34, 1 to 34. If I get the same prompts that I've already had, we are just going to re-roll. We are not working on the same ones. And all right, let's see what I get and let's see what they are. So the first one is going to be number 16, which is Adventures of Pete and Pete. So something that comes as a mini and a full size. So that is great. And then number 3, Hey Arnold, a product that you're obsessed with. Okay. Let me go take a look and see what I can find for those 2 prompts, and I will be right back to show you guys. Okay, I'm back. I don't think I was filming with the light on before, so I did turn it on. So if it's different, that's why. Okay, so the products that I brought in for this aren't exactly exciting, but I feel like they're products that I say I want to use, I talk about using them, and then I just never do. I usually forget, to be completely honest. I usually do forget to actually reach for them. Just gonna close this up here. And I think that this would be a good way to make sure I actually get some use on them. So for the Adventures of Pete and Pete, product that comes as a mini and a full size, I was going to pull in a mini Becca highlighter, but if you watched my Alice in Wonderland project pan and my Beauty Chest project pan, I've got a little update when I do my next one, because I've been mixing those projects up just slightly. And my Beauty Chest project pan is the one that's supposed to have 4 prompts in it, but I think it said Alice in Wonderland had to have 4 prompts. It doesn't. It's like this one where you have to have 3 to 5. I had 4, and I think I decided it was a smart idea to roll in 4 because I needed 4. So I have 5 going on in there, and that means I have like 5 highlighters. Not actually 5 highlighters I'm working on right now, but like I rolled in like a few highlighters, and I still had one in the previous update that I didn't reach my goal on. So I've got like 3 highlighters going right now. So I figured pulling in a highlighter for this project right now is probably not the best idea. So what can I do instead of that? And then I was like, oh, I have something that I talk about wanting to use. It does come as a mini. I do have the full size. Maybe we can make this work. This is the Huda Beauty loose setting powder. Now I have the full size in the ube birthday cake. I have told you guys about it. I purchased it, I think, in the summer or so, or like springtime, something like that. And I figured that it would be good in the summer when I was a little bit more tanned and a little bit darker, because like it's quite an intense color. It's not a light pink, it's a darker pink, that I felt like it wouldn't be so prominent. Oh my goodness, it wouldn't be so prominent on me in the summertime opposed to the wintertime. But then I was like, do I really like this kind of scares me. So I'm going to try it. However, this is not actually what I'm going to be working on in this project. What I'm going to be working on is the card that I have, because I have 3 of these, like I've said before. And these ones have the 3 shades that I've been curious about, that I am interested in, and I want to try them. So even though these are technically not the minis, this does come as a mini in certain colors, not all, but certain colors, and I do have the full size. So I'm going to pull this in. I'm only going to focus on these 3 because these are the ones that I really want to work on and know if I like, and maybe eventually purchase one day. So these will not count. I'm going to try and get through all 3 of them. I'm going to try and use them at least once. I have not even taken them out of here, so I don't know. Oh, okay. I guess I could have taken a quick look. They do just have like a pull back. So it's going to be interesting trying to use this. I might try and see if I can find a container to put them into. So when I am focusing on just like one of the shades, I will empty it into a little container, and then I will just focus on that shade until I use it up, and then move on to the next 3 or the next 2. So this is going to take a little bit of time to get through all of them. But I have 3 of these. I do want to test them out, and I do want to see if I like them, because I want to, like, if I like the color, if I think that it's too light or too brightening, or not too bright. Oh yeah, too brightening, or too, like, I don't know, whatever. So this is what I'm going to focus on for that. So full size, there's minis, but I don't have them, but I've got these, so I'm going to work on those. And then the last product, which was Hey Arnold, a product that you were obsessed with. Now, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to pull in for this one. And I have a product that I am obsessed with the idea of. Again, not super exciting. I hope I don't really regret this one, because this prompt's not coming back after I roll it out. So if I ever want to work on a product that I'm obsessed with again, I'll have to find another way to do it. But I am obsessed with the idea of this, and I have used them a few times, but every time I think about it, I forget about it, and I want to make sure that I'm actually going to get the use on it, because I did spend the money on it. And this is the Peter Thomas Roth Clinical Skincare Firm Hydrogel Face and Eye Patches. It's a long name. So this set comes with 3 patches, 2 for under the eyes, and then there's a third one, which I have, like, when I was looking at this, there was photos. It's like in the center of your forehead, or like between your brows. I know there was a photo where you could use them like on the side of your lips and stuff like that, like maybe one of the uses. I'll try them like that, but I usually do the 2 under the eyes, and then I just use the third one in the between my brows. I want to just make myself use these 4 times. So just 4 sets. Like, there's only 30 that come in here. Obviously, I don't use them every day. I don't even use them once a week. I use them like once in a blue moon when I remember. So I do want to actually like get back into using them, and I want to use them 4 times, whether that's once a week for the next month, whether that is, I have some nights off, so maybe I'll do like a spa night one night and just like really self-care night and like use these up. I don't know. But I'm just gonna set a 4-use goal on these patches, and hopefully I can complete that by next month. I would like to at least have 2 out of the 4, but obviously all 4 would be ideal. And keep up with, like, hopefully what my goal is really is to do like those patches once a week. I don't want to finish them off, so I don't want to put them in here to finish and then have like make sure I use them once a week. I just want to start off on the easy side and use them 4 times. And then if I find that I want to start using them once a week, I can always pull them into this project again later or another project and like try and focus on actually using them once a week to get them finished off. But for now, just 4 uses. Okay, so not super exciting, but I was able to roll in 2 new prompts, which is really the exciting part of it, just not real fun, exciting products. But hopefully next update, we will have a whole revamp and I can bring in 3 brand new, fun, exciting products. As long as my other projects, I can work through some highlighters because I don't know what I was thinking there, but it is what it is. We are good. I can't believe it's already December. We are coming to the end of things and my projects next year. I've really got to sit down and figure that out. So maybe when I am, got some time later tonight, I will do that. But yeah, that's it. That's all for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I did forget to say, I think Andy from Makeup in the Mundane has joined in on this project. Go check that out. It's linked down below, and so is everything else that you need to know about that. So if you wanted to join in on this, let me know. You can be thrown down there as well. And that's it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.